All right. Welcome everyone to your official SAT prep webinar. We are so excited to be here with you today. This session represents the only official SAT prep program co-developed by Khan Academy and College Board. So our goal today is to help you see what's possible for your district-wide SAT preparation, including improving scores, closing equity gaps, and making implementation easier for educators. So we are going to get you started, and to get us going, I am going to actually introduce your Khan Academy team on this call. So we have myself, I am your professional learning specialist that supports districts in New Mexico. We've got Francis, you're the district success manager that also supports districts, and Brooke on the call as well, partnerships manager. So we are so excited to be the official College Board partners for SAT Prep. Khan Academy partnered directly with College Board to co-create the SAT Prep courses. This means that mastery-based SAT courses on Khan Academy is built using real SAT content and is fully aligned with the skills teachers are already teaching in their classrooms. It reinforces key concepts students need to master, not just for the SAT, but for long-term academic success. So this isn't just about test prep, it's about building lasting understanding and student confidence. So this, again, is test prep that reaches beyond the test. The reason that that's so important is because when students spend time on Khan Academy, we see that they grow. So our foundation and educational approach is mastery learning. With mastery learning, students work at their own pace through content. The goal is that they focus on fully understanding a concept or a skill before moving on to more difficult skills and concepts. So this allows for more self-paced learning for our students and also deeper retention of content. You'll see that we've found in our research that when students are working efficaciously, that leads to greater learning gains. 36 skills to proficient over the course of a school year can increase learning by approximately 18 percentage points as seen on standardized assessments. Every additional skill after that translates to approximately half a percentage point improvement. So what does this look like in classrooms? We'd like to see students devote at least 30 minutes per week to learning on Khan Academy. So when we're thinking about that year-long goal, efficacious goal looks like 60 skills to proficient by the end of the school year. So we wanted to give you a quick overview of what does SAT prep look like within our dashboard. So Khan Academy offers a comprehensive digital SAT prep program that provides personalized practice and interactive lessons. By partnering with College Board, Khan Academy ensures that materials align with the SAT content and format. This is a free resource that helps students build their skills, gain confidence, and improve their test scores through targeted practice and feedback. So as part of our mastery-enabled courses, you'll see that there are in-depth articles with practice exercises. There's even skills in 3 difficulty levels. There's information for learners about what to expect on test day, how to plan for that SAT experience. There's assignments and progress reports, course challenges, and quizzes and units and tests. We have 2 different types of offerings, and so the content for reading and writing, as well as math. Reading and writing has 11 units within the course, and we cover a ton of skills within that. Our math component is 13 units, and it's covered by 111 exercises in Khan Academy. We'll go live in just a minute so that you can see that in action. College Board provides a blueprint for the SAT math section that outlines how questions are distributed across 4 domains: algebra, advanced math, problem solving, and data analysis, as well as geometry and trigonometry. It also shows which skills are tested in each area. While you're likely familiar with the test format, what might be new to you is that Khan Academy SAT Math course is aligned to this blueprint. So we'll see how that works when we go live. Also, College Board provides a blueprint for the SAT reading and writing section that outlines how questions are distributed across these 4 domains: information and ideas, craft and structure, expression of ideas, and standard English conventions. It again also shows which skills are tested in each area. And so just like the Khan Academy SAT Math course, the Khan Academy SAT Reading and Writing course is aligned to this blueprint. We are so excited to share that we have also added additional courses within our content. And one of those is the Get Ready for SAT Prep Math. This is designed for students who need a little extra support with underlying fundamental math skills before starting the full SAT math prep course. It covers core concepts like operations and expressions, helping students build confidence. While it's not directly SAT prep, it sets students up for success in the official SAT math course. We also have our Get Ready for SAT Prep course, Reading and Writing. Again, this is for students who need to strengthen their underlying fundamental literacy skills before beginning that foundational SAT prep course. So now I want to take you live in the platform because you're probably thinking, what does this look like? When I'm in my Khan Academy account as a teacher or as a student and learner, I can find the test prep area within my account. I can see that I've got my SAT Prep Math, SAT Reading and Writing, and there's those Get Ready For courses that have been newly added. I'll go ahead and dive into SAT Math. When I'm here, I can see my full course with my 13 units and 111 skills. I can see that I have this course broken out into units. I have my About the SAT unit that helps students understand how to get ready for that SAT test. And then I have those different levels. So foundations, medium, and advanced. Clicking into a particular unit, I have my lessons that are available to me, that instructional support, my videos and articles that are available for me as a learner to help me move through the content and get support. I've got my practice exercises on the right. Diving into a practice exercise, we can see that a student experience, they can get started working on a particular topic or skill. And if their partnership includes it, they've got Khanmigo ready to go to add additional support. So students who might be struggling can ask Khanmigo, I need help. I don't understand where to start. And Khanmigo is there to provide that just-in-time support for our students. For every practice test that is available on College Board's site, we've also built an aligned review on Khan Academy's platform. So here's how that works. After a student takes a practice test, their College Board score report will give them a personalized link to review the experience on Khan Academy, where we have them walk through every question on the test, and they can get those explanations so they can follow up with targeted learning and practice. Here's an up-close look at that review. So you can see that there are multiple roads students can take to achieve understanding. They can go ahead and check their answer and get an explanation. Those explanations can point students to further instructional resources if necessary, and they can view the correct answer there as well. So that was your overview of SAT prep and what that looks like in our Khan Academy dashboard. I'm going to pass it over now to Francis, who is going to talk to you further about implementation at the district level. Francis, take it away.
Thank you so much, India. Hi, everybody. I'm Frances. And in this section, I want to reframe how we think about SAT preparation. Specifically, what it looks like when it's designed intentionally at that district level. For many districts, the challenge really isn't lack of motivation, but rather competing instructional demands with students that already have packed schedules. It often leaves the SAT prep sidelined or deprioritized. So, when preparation happens only after school or on weekends or through individual teachers, it can unintentionally create that equity gap in access that India mentioned earlier, where access really depends on time, resources, or which school a student attends. So the opportunity here is a strategic shift. Instead of treating SAT prep as an add-on, districts can integrate it directly into the school day using existing flexible structures that are already in place. And so when we're able to do that well, the outcome is protected. Equitable access for all students, more efficient use of instructional time, and stronger post-secondary readiness across the district. So this is the model that we're going to walk through today. All right. So in New Mexico, district level planning is especially important because our districts vary so widely in size, geography, and capacity. Some schools, especially those in rural areas, have fewer local resources or staff to support SAT prep. So when SAT prep is planned centrally, at the district level, then districts can ensure that all students, regardless of zip code, have access to high quality College Board aligned preparation through Khan Academy. This is why districts that see strong results tend to be very intentional. They decide where the SAT prep fits within the schedule, they protect time for it, and they align expectations across schools. When these decisions are made at the district level, it removes the guesswork for campuses and teachers. We see this intentionality show up in a few common implementation models that we have going on with district partners across the nation. Some districts are embedding SAT prep directly into the core curriculum, and this is where we're seeing the most success. Often within upper level courses like Algebra 2 or English 3. This allows districts to reach students at a key moment in their preparation rather than relying on other optional or after school supports. In those classrooms, teachers use Khan Academy's aligned SAT skills alongside their existing pacing guides or scope and sequence and core curriculum. And so this integrated embedded approach allows students to engage with relevant content and authentic test items while teachers can see where students may need that additional intervention or enrichment. Um, in those classrooms, teachers where teachers are using Khan Academy SAT skills alongside their existing pacing guides. Um, you can see here sort of an example of what that continuous cycle of improvement looks like from the perspective of implementation planning. Other districts build SAT prep into a designated advisory period or a win what I need period, maybe an Avid block if your district has Avid, or a specific like seminar block. And some even offer a dedicated course for juniors and seniors that is focused on post-secondary readiness. So these structures provide protected time during the school day so that SAT prep doesn't compete with other instructional priorities. In addition to ongoing skill practice in Khan Academy's SAT math and reading and writing courses, many districts also build in time for students to take a full-length digital practice test through College Board's Blue Book app. And this helps identify specific areas of improvement for each student and allows schools to adjust instructional plans and supports as needed. So, across all of these approaches, whether we're integrating and embedding within the core curriculum or whether we're designating through flexible block scheduling, um, the common thread is intentionality. When SAT prep is built into the school day, it supports equitable access and opportunity for students across the district. And that is ultimately what's going to make your implementation both have the most impact and be sustainable. So you may have noticed that I've used the word intentional several times, and that's because intentionality is one of the most important components of a successful and impactful SAT prep implementation. When implementation is intentional, students understand exactly why they are preparing for the SAT and how that practice connects to their post-secondary goals. They're not just completing activities, they see the SAT prep as a way to build skills, confidence, and future opportunities. Intentionality also shows up in how districts communicate the plan and expectations because it's not just about sharing an implementation plan, but about clearly explaining the importance of SAT prep and how each group plays a role in supporting students. And that's why it's so crucial that districts engage all stakeholders, such as district and campus leaders, instructional coaches, teachers, students, and families. That engagement leads to more consistent practice, more skills moving to that proficiency level, and ultimately stronger SAT outcomes. That engaging families piece is important. It's an important part of the puzzle. And many districts support families by sharing Khan Academy resources like the Khan for Parents course or encouraging use of the Khan Academy app at home so that families understand how students are preparing and how they can support that learning at home as well. So, professional learning is most effective when it's customized and inclusive of all the stakeholders involved in the implementation because each role does interact with SAT prep differently. So, support needs to reflect those differences. Professional learning is also going to work best when it's ongoing and bite-sized. It doesn't have to be a single large session packed with information that we don't really ever revisit. In fact, shorter, focused learning opportunities over time has been proven to often lead to stronger understanding and more consistent implementation. It's also really important that we build in celebrations into your implementation plan, looking for small wins and intentionally highlighting the actions that are leading to those wins. Recognizing effort and progress helps build momentum and encourages others to engage. Districts often share these wins during faculty meetings, PLCs, newsletters, or social media. I have seen schools create a scholar wall to highlight students who reach specific milestones that have been set by the district and have been clearly communicated to teachers and students. These celebrations are going to help reinforce that SAT prep is about long-term success beyond high school graduation and not just a single test that they have to take. At the same time, data is most powerful when it's used to support students and not just to monitor compliance. So districts can start by tracking basic engagement, for example, are students logging in, getting started with the SAT prep, and then gradually look more closely at progress over time. Another key practice is setting very clear benchmarks and reviewing data on a consistent cadence, whether that be weekly, biweekly, monthly, but just having a regular rhythm for viewing, analyzing, and communicating that data helps keep everyone aligned. When districts share both successes and areas for growth and pair that information with actionable next steps, implementation becomes more responsive. Rather than waiting for end of year results, teams can make small informed adjustments and decisions along the way. So, one important thing I want to emphasize is that districts are not expected to do this alone. Khan Academy does provide a range of built in supports to help districts and educators implement the SAT effectively. These supports include implementation guides, educator training through the Khan for Educators course, and ready to use student engagement resources. This is especially helpful for districts that have limited local capacity or staffing, where teams may be balancing many priorities at the same time. So, to bring all of this together, we can go to I want to leave you with a set of clear, actionable next steps that districts and students can take. First, bring all key stakeholders together to align on your overarching goal as a district and agree on what that plan is going to look like. This should include district and campus leaders, instructional coaches, and others who support instruction. Alignment at the start is going to help prevent confusion later on. Next, assess your structures by identifying existing flexible opportunities within the master schedule or within your district's pacing guides and scope and sequence. Then clearly communicate that plan to the educators that are going to be responsible to execute it, primarily teachers. The communication should outline expectations, timelines, and where the SAT prep should fit in within the school day, so the teachers are clear on what success looks like and how they're going to be supported. Once implementation begins, it is important to follow up by reviewing data on a regular cadence, measuring progress against the targets that you've set, and then finally, of course, adjusting the plan as needed. Finally, here are some quick steps that you can provide students to get them started on their road to SAT success. And there are some hyperlinks there for you to provide and help you get started. And now I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Brooke. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Frances. So it's hard to imagine coordinating plans like what Frances shared without ensuring there are super strong systems in place, which is why we built the partnership program to begin with. So we'll briefly talk about what's free versus a district partnership. Khan Academy has always believed in access. So even without a partnership, districts have access to all of our Khan Academy content, including the wonderful SAT prep resources shared today, and the majority of our AI-powered teacher tools. Now, with a district partnership, we offer professional learning and implementation support, administrative reporting and data dashboards, automatic rostering via Clever or ClassLink, full Khanmigo AI tools for both teachers and students. So we provide meaningful support for everyone and amplify the experience through thoughtful district partnerships. Now, I know that India showed you this earlier, but I want to introduce you to Khanmigo. Khanmigo is a learning partner that helps students persist and never shortcut their learning. So for students, this serves as an AI Socratic tutor built right into the content. And for teachers, this is the teaching assistant you always wish you had. With Khanmigo, students can get their questions answered instantly. Khanmigo can help them by summarizing or checking student understanding for videos and articles. Khanmigo can explain or retest them on concepts or provide completely new examples to help students master any skill on the digital SAT. Students love that there is not judgment when using Conmigo, and they can ask any question they have at any time and get that feedback instantly. Now, of course, trust and safety are the most important aspects of our work. So here are ways that we're mitigating the risk of AI technology for learning. We never use this data to train the AI. We focus Conmigo on learning, so it uses a Socratic approach as opposed to giving students the answer. Conmigo can only be purchased by parents or caring adults for their children to use, or districts or teachers to use with their students. So each student account is linked to an adult, and each interaction with Conmigo is monitored, and we have moderation flags built in to flag any inappropriate content to the adult the account is connected to. So parents and teachers also have access to student chat history and can use Conmigo to summarize their students' chat history. Currently, Conmigo supports students in English, Spanish, Hindi, and Portuguese, and more languages, as you see below. Conmigo also has speech-to-text and text-to-speech functionality, and a list of math symbols students can use. Students can also access a Desmos calculator through a link in the course. And then for all the videos and articles on the official digital SAT Prep, Conmigo can provide a summary, quiz the student, answer questions, and even relate to student interests. So for any practice problem on the official SAT Prep, it can help them get started when they're feeling stuck, provide prompts while working through the problem. Students can ask Conmigo to help them solve it or provide a similar example. Students can also ask Conmigo to simplify any explanation. After giving a wordy definition, the student can always ask Conmigo to shorten or explain it at a different level. And going in the opposite direction, students can use Conmigo to gain a deeper understanding or drill down on a specific aspect of that explanation. So here, a student wanted to learn more with a more detailed explanation. We also have specific prompts built in and activities to support students in their college application process. Conmigo can help students brainstorm admissions essays or check for problems in a draft admissions essay. Conmigo can also coach students on their academic and career goals. We have a host of support when it comes to college admission and financial aid, and these are personalized supports we are so happy are available to everyone through Conmigo. Thank you so much for joining us today. To learn more about our digital SAT Prep offerings, please contact me at the email below, and I'll be more than happy to help. Thank you so much.